Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we've learned about what React is. In this video, we're going to learn about how React works. Okay, first, let's create our first React project. We can create it via CLI. Just go to your project folder. Okay. There are some ways to create React project, but I prefer using yarn. So the command will be like this. This is the project name, how React works. Okay, if the installation is complete, to make sure that our installation is succeed, we can just go to our project folder. Okay, and then run this command. Start. If the installation is successful, it will automatically open the browser with this URL, localhost with port 3000. Okay, next we're going to talk about the React folder structure. Okay, just open your preferred code editor. I prefer using Visual Studio Code. Okay, this is very simple, right? This is our React project structure, folder structure. Okay, first just go to the public folder and then ignore another file except this one, index.html. This is just the basic HTML code, but we care about this one, this element, div with ID named root. Okay, after that, go to XLC folder and then visit this file. Okay, ignore another file first. Just go to this file. This is our first component created by the command, created by the CLI command. This component named app. This is only functional component because it's the recommended way to create a component. Okay, next is index.js file. You can see here we import React DOM library and then call the render method of this React DOM to render our app component to our div element in the index.html here with ID root. Okay, now open app.js file. We're going to play around here and create variable names, maybe a, and then inside this variable we're going to fill it with simple CSX, maybe h1 like this, and then hello world. We aren't going to render this element, but we're going to print it in the console to see what actually happened. Okay, and then open the browser, right click, inspect element, and then open the console tab. You can see here, this is just an object. Wow. This JSX translated to this object. What actually happened? Okay, now we're going to focus on this object first. There are some K here. The first is type of, filled with this symbol React element, and then there is type. H1, this is actually our HTML tag here, and then there is a props with children hello world. Actually, this is H1 is the parent, and then hello world is its children. You can see this is the children. What actually happened? Okay, next we're going to create another variable named p, but right now it's different. We're not going to use JSX. We're going to use this method. Create element and then h1 empty object and then hello. Okay, and then print both of these variables. First the a, and then the second one is the b variable. See what happened. Wow, you can see it's just the same. So these two objects is same. Why? Because what actually happened is this JSX will be translated with Babel, will be translated to this code react.create element. So it will return same value, this JSX and react create element. Why using JSX? Because if we use this syntax, it will make our code not clean, right? It's messy and hard to read. So to make it easier to read, React recommend us to use this JSX format because it's just the same, but the way is different. Okay, next we're going to learn about the reconciliation process. Okay, just delete all of this code and just make a simple button here, just for example. Okay, maybe something like this. Okay, in here, you know that React maintains a copy of real DOM using virtual DOM, right? As I explained before in the previous video. Virtual DOM is used to diff any changes before it will be applied to the real DOM. Actually, React do a very lazy reconciliation. And for example, if we have this button element in here, so if we change these props, maybe btn to btz, like this, okay, while diving, React will see that this element is not changed, it's still button, and then the type is still button too, and the only props change is the class name from btn to bts. So React will reuse this element and then reuse these props and then only change this and apply it to the real DOM. That's how React works. What happens when the parent changes? Like when our component tree is too deep, maybe 1,000, the depth is 1,000 component inside, and then what happened? React actually won't do a lot of computation because it will affect its performance. So React will assume that when the parent changed, the children is also changed. So React, when the parent changes, React won't do another diffing process to its children. React will just destroy its children and recreate a new one. So if we change this from div maybe to just for example, maybe from div to from div to span maybe, React will definitely destroy these children and recreate new one because React will assume that the children, when the parent is changed, the children is also changed. That's the reconciliation process. Okay, next we're going to learn about the React case. What is React case? Okay, just remove this code and then replace it with this code. With OL, LI here, and then be A, B, and C. Okay. If you have component like this, so when we change this, maybe like we add the new one, maybe in the top of this list, we create the new element called maybe a D on top. What actually happened is React will look from top to bottom. From the first one, React will see that the A, the previous no. Okay, I will comment it to make it easier to understand, and then just comment this one and then remove the D. So this is the previous condition and this is the current condition. So React will see that the previous element is A is changed to D, and the next element is B has changed to A, and then C has changed to B, and then the next element is new, so it's C. React will add C, but that is too slow, right? Why we don't just add C, add D, I mean, rather than looping one by one, and that's too long, right? To do that, React needs help from the developer. To make that possible, developer needs to add a properties called K. So maybe this is D, and this is A, and this is, sorry, and this is K, this is B, and this is C. Okay, we can replace this code. Okay, now with the key. What happened when we add our key properties? What actually happened is React will easily know that by comparing the key. The previous example, we are not using the key, right? So React have no idea how to compare this, but when we add key to this, React will easily compare this key to detect if there are changes or not in these elements. So what happened is when the React sees there is a new key D, React will add it, but React will see that we have element with KA and B and C, so React will not recreate this element. So this is the importance of the key properties in React. Okay, maybe that's just a short video, but small amount of how React works. Next, we're going to learn more about React more deeper. Okay, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, comment if you have a question, and don't forget to like this video. Thank you.